What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. So sorry, I was not able to make this as a regular thing. I will try my best to show up every day and to record the video and show the stocks that I am going to watch. So once again, welcome back, and without further ado, let's get started. So the mid caps are literally on madness right now. You see what the market is doing, and it is just insane. So I'm just going to open the mid small cap 400 list just to show you how the mid cap market is completely detached to what the overall broader markets are doing. So if you look at MMTC, IRFC, RVNL, I mean railway stocks did absolutely wonderful. Even IRCON, I'm going to come to that later. But just look at the gains today in stocks. I mean, sugar stocks were gaining, banks were gaining. Nazara had a catalyst today. Nitin Kamath and Nikhil Kamath buying 100 crores worth of stake, roughly approximately 3%. SCI up, another sugar stock, Renuka over here. We're seeing Maharashtra Bank and a bunch of PSU banks doing really well. There were a bunch of cement stocks that did really well, and overall a power packed day. I mean, metals were doing good. As PSU banks plus PSU other companies like ITI, they were doing phenomenally well. So there has been lots and lots of action in the mid cap space. And if you look at the mid cap index, so I'll just show you the Nifty mid cap index, right? So you will understand, and I'll compare it with I'm just going to open up the mid small 400 and just look at the chart, right? This is the daily chart of the mid small cap index versus, let's just check out Nifty index over here, and that kind of tells you the story, right? So Nifty has basically, it has been pulling back all the way, and Nifty really doesn't, have a broad range to move. So if you look at this, probably from the starting of August, yep, over here, we basically are into this little range, which is somewhere about 250 points, right, from 19250s to 19520s, and we've just been moving in this, and same is the case with Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, private banks have not really done a lot well, but the PSU banks have been on an absolute tear, right? So again, I'll open up Nifty PSU, and I'll show you the Nifty PSU Bank Index, and just look at the difference, right, of what Bank Nifty is doing. Bank Nifty is basically trading somewhere here, and the same divergence you can see in PSU banks. And the interesting part is Nifty PSU banks are near their pivot high, which they are very likely to break out of, making a nice base. So there's been exciting things happening in the PSU space as well as in the mid cap space, and I've been saying this, I've been very vocal about this, that this market is all about mid caps and small caps, right? If you want to make good money, just stay out of options, stay out of Nifty Bank Nifty, just stick around to mid caps, stick around to small caps. You're going to get absolutely phenomenal moves. So now I've got some stocks over here today, and before that, I'll just quickly, brief you about the trades that I had taken today. So I basically played ITI today, and ITI we were able to like capture like a nice 5 pointer move, 4 pointer move in ITI. I booked 46 grand in that. And currently my active positions are Clean Science. Clean Science is again, I was up 40 grand at one point, but the stock came back from the highs of 1470. So there was a sharp pullback, but I still feel chemical companies are going to do really well. Delivery is like just a tester position because I wasn't really looking to enter this, but I decided that the idea is good, so let me just keep a track on that. So like negligible position here. TV18 broadcast 15,000 shares. I'm long on. I just took it towards the end of the day. And Central Bank of India from the PSU pack 25,000 shares long. And SRF, again, I tried to play SRF today, but had booked like a very minimal, minute, teeny tiny loss. So those are basically my positions, and I am very bullish on the chemical space as well as TV18 from the media space and Central Bank of India from the PSU bank space. Looking really, really good. And I was screening the entire market, and you'll be surprised to notice that there were very few stocks which were actually tradable. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean to say that there were stocks like RVNL, IRFC, all of those names moving up very, very fast, very, very quick, but they were extended names, right? So if you look at their chart, and I'll just try to open that up for you, just to, kind of showcase on how I screen stocks. You look at MMDC over here, the party is over, right? For this stock, the party is over. All the buying should have been done over here in this region. Now the party is over. This is extended. Same is the case with IRFC. So if you follow me on other social media, we trade IRFC here all the way until 55, 54 areas. and then boom, another 20% upper circuit. Same the case with RBNL. We played RBNL yesterday as well, somewhere around over here once the VCP was getting formed. Captured the move until the highs around 138, and then today the stock even made a high of 163. So just look at the massive monumental moves that these railway stocks have come in, nice little base formation, and then nice little spike. So with that being said, I mean, on the other hand, there have been stocks which have just been battered, right? So S Chand had like a monumental, very strong move, and today the stock was down 7% on a closing basis and 10% from the highs. So this is how stocks could correct, and that is the reason you have to be very careful in this market. Although the market is very hot, but you have to be very careful on what you're holding and what you're buying. Another example is East India Hotels. East India Hotels is down about 9 odd percent from the high it made on Friday, and that tells you the story on how quickly things can go down in terms of profit booking. So all in all, what I want to just showcase over here is that you have to be very selective, and with all of those considerations, I have like a very short, very small, very concise list of stocks that I'm going to be watching out for. Now, Wellspun, a textile theme, has been doing really well. Nathan Spinners has done well. Wellspun India has done well. There are so many other names like in the textile space who have done exceedingly well. Himmat Singh has done well from the mid cap space. So I think there is like a small, narrow, tight little base that is being formed over here, and I think this is the right time for the stock to kind of explode out of that. The hourly also looks really good. I think there's going to be good action in this. What I'm going to be watching out for tomorrow is this 128 high. If the stock starts to consolidate here again, something like this, I'm just going to take the trade because I think this is going to explode until 136, 135, maybe even 140. Do not be very over optimistic with these stocks, like not Wellspun, but like any stock in general, because I've said this multiple times. The market is a little stretched to me, but I will still keep buying. I'll still be a bull, and I will just enjoy the rally until it lasts. So Wellspun India is the first stock on my radar. The next one is NHPC. Now the energy names have done exceedingly well. Like just look at CESC and what CESC has done. Just look at NTPC of what NTPC has done. So this is CESC. We try to play this as well. Let's look at NTPC. You already know what PFC and REC have done. This is NTPC last 2 days, and there are so many other energy stocks that have done just phenomenally well. Now NHPC is the name that I'm going to be focusing on. Why? Because NHPC is at such a critical juncture, created like a nice base over here. Post that, it's now creating an even better base, right? Nicer, tighter base. Volume activity today, this supply is definitely fucked. I mean, it's gone. Now what I want to see tomorrow is if it starts gapping up in this region, I'm going to be a buyer, right? Otherwise, if it starts to maybe come down over here and then maybe makes a base, I'm again going to love the entry over here. So the entry range has to be like between 50 to like 51, 52 region. You have to be precise with that, and only in the live market I'll be able to kind of navigate what exactly is the best entry point. But all in all, NHPC is one stock which is waiting to explode. The other thing is Web of Global. Now we captured this entire move in Web of Global a few days back. I'll just show you. This entire move we're able to capture. I mean, obviously not till the top. We were out somewhere around here. We captured like a 3.5er. But then the stock even moved higher, and now what is the stock doing? The stock is again creating like a wonderful base, highs being tested multiple times, low volume consolidation, and now this is ready to move again on the higher side. So I'm just going to remove this, and I think there's going to be another opportunity in Web of Global, maybe in this format, or maybe it comes here and then starts to consolidate and then starts to spike up, right? So all of these wicks are not going to be a problem. Rather, there's going to be lots of liquidity sweeps, and once the stock does this, be prepared for it to come back lower, sweep the lows over here, and then maybe come into like a broader fair value gap over here and then start moving higher. This has been the history of the stock, so just be careful with that. And I think Web of Global is going to be a very good opportunity, so that is what I'm going to be keeping my eye on. Whirlpool is like a very sad name, not really a big fan. Why? Because the consolidation is like really tight, nothing really happening over here. So maybe like if I have nothing to trade tomorrow, I might look at Whirlpool. Again, it's not a stock which has momentum. This is like a very choppy name, although it is there in FNO. But this is just like, I just like the consolidation over here. I just like the tightening of the range, and I think on the hourly, this was looking pretty beautiful, right? So maybe there could be an opportunity here, but this will not be one of my favorite names. This will be one of the names which I will probably try to play based on market conditions, and if I don't really find anything. All cargo is another name. So this is one name that some of our community members at StockWiz were tracking, and that is why I started to track this. So basically, it is basically swept these lows, some equal lows over here, coming near the area of demand. It's more or less it's basically created like a broader range between 325 until 250 to 60. Logistics is picking up, China is picking up, and this is like a narrow range consolidation contraction over here. So I think this is going to be really great, and I think we should be able to see a move in all cargo as well. Now, one of my favorite names from this episode, and I think in the entire market, is McDowell's. So this is going to explode in the next 1 or 2 days. This has been making like a big base. SDBL has moved, UBL has moved, United Spirits is just still behind, and very very nice little small base that has been making. Supply has been tested multiple times, and I think this is like a clear buy. Give it a 20-point stop, and then you're going to have like a monumental move which would look something like this, and I guarantee that to you that it's very likely to happen. Again, take these trades at your own risk, consult a financial advisor, etc. These are just trading ideas, so just make sure to study them and learn something new from them. Another name is JKIL, which is J Kumar Infra Projects. Now, this is like a second day, third day play. I want to see some consolidation here. Stock has done nice little things. Volume dry up over here. Nice little activity over here. Basing after like an up move. Basing again. Basing. So again, nice little activity. Real estate stocks have done really well. Prestige has done really well. DLF was doing really well today. Sobha, Dilip Buildcon, like real estate and infra has done really well. Even Ircon was up, 8, 9, 10% today. So again, the theme is nice. The stock is nice. It's not really picture perfect, but I think this could again be a very interesting name. Another interesting name comes from the steel pack, and that is Gallant Ispat. Now, this stock is coming out of these highs. Breakout is done. All the retest, all the drama, all that bullshit is done. Now the stock is consolidating. Volume pullback on the lighter side, and now the stock is ready. So this is something like a BTST kind of a candidate, because my entry would have been here. I would have been like a very happy person, but now the stock has moved a little on the higher side. So you'll need some technical expertise to kind of get your entry proper. So that's another name that I'm going to be tracking, and the other name which is OMDC, which is Orissa Mineral Development Corporation, and I'm looking for like another kind of tap here and then another spike here. So OMDC also looks really nice. NMDC has had very massive move. GMDC has already moved. Just look at the move after the Q2 con call of NMDC, and that's just amazing. So lots of action, lots of stocks, but my watch list is going to be restricted to this. And as I said, I already have some positions. I'm just going to keep tracking these. TV18 Central Bank, Clean Science. Let's see how these moves play out. And I'm also having a position in SJS Enterprises. So I'll just show you SJS. SJS, I'm just waiting for another activity. This is a little risky at this point, but the position size is a little on the lower side. So we took a trade over here, and now I think this basically has to kind of hold off these areas. And if it does that, I think we might see another leg, of maybe an up move. So let's see how this plays out. And these are the stocks that I'm going to be watching out. And I hope you like this. Please drop a like, drop a comment if you love this series, and show some love so that I am motivated enough to kind of post videos every day on this. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye bye. Trade safe. Take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.